All right, guys, we're here checking out the Talese. It was just a Talese before. They've switched it to a Talese outlet where everything's apparently $10 or less. We have not been inside since they've changed that, so we're going to go ahead and check it out.
All sales final now.
Oh, all sales final, no returns or exchanges, so that's changed. First thing I noticed when we first walked into the new Talese was that there is a bunch more clothing. They did reduce the price of all footwear to $5. Used to be anywhere from $10 and up. So that's a really good change. Their purses, as you can see, were only $3. You did see in the video there was a Coach in the box cell phone case. I did end up grabbing that a couple days later for the $3 and made a really quick flip on that. So stay tuned for a video for that soon. I did notice in this case there used to be jewelry. There's no longer jewelry anywhere in the store. So they did have just a little clearance section of maybe some watches from an Amazon pallet. Not really anything that we were interested in. All media and including books has changed to $1. That's really good because a lot of the media and books were over $5 a piece. So dropping that down to $1 a piece, I have no doubt that these will go quickly. We did end up grabbing some books. I don't remember if we grabbed it during this trip or a couple days later, but we did get some Dungeons and Dragons books that you can see in our videos as well of our thrift store hauls. So we only paid $1 a book for those, so that was really, really good. Did go ahead and take a look over the kids' books just to see if there was anything worth grabbing off the top of my eye. Just through this quick look, for $1 a book, you really can't go wrong. As you can see, they do have a lot of books, mostly, again, because they were a little overpriced on the books before. But yes, they have tons and tons and tons of books. So moving on, there wasn't really anything that I saw in the kids' book section. I did have a quick brief look at their toys. Does seem to be like something that they are going to be getting rid of maybe. I didn't really see too many new toys or puzzles or board games. However, they have reduced those to a pretty low price as well, where they used to be individually priced at like, I think it was like $4.99 and up. Some of them upwards of like $20 a board game. They've now come down, I believe it is about $3 a game, so that's not too bad. These bag toys, same thing, $3 a bag now, a lot better than what used to be. A lot more reasonable, I think, for families and for everyone. So we did head over to the shirts and clothing department just to kind of see what they had going on there. As you can see, kids sleepwear is now $3 each. I do like the new pricing system. It is a lot better than individually priced items. So right off the hop, as soon as my husband started looking around at the t-shirts, he was able to find a brand new with tags Callaway shirt. We did end up getting that and putting it in our cart. We did only end up paying $5 for that, as opposed to, I believe it was a 20-something dollar tag on it previously. I did continue to look at t-shirts. I'm hoping for a gem. I did see this Led Zeppelin shirt. However, upon closer investigation, I did notice it was a newer Led Zeppelin shirt. I just didn't think it was worth the $5 to try to resell. However, somebody who is into Led Zeppelin may like to pick that up for themselves. So I did continue to search on through the shirts. Until I did come across this single stitch shirt. It's by Horst. I didn't really find too much on eBay. I did find some listings on Poshmark that did show they do sell for a pretty high rate, and none of those were single stitch. So I did end up grabbing that and putting it in our cart to make a listing for that. I did end up continuing to look at shirts after picking that single stitch up. I looked at quite a few shirts, however, didn't quite find anything that caught my eye. So I did decide to head on over to these shoes and have a look at what they had in the footwear section. I did look around at the shoes fairly quickly just to see if there was anything that caught my eye. So the first thing that caught my eye was these Mammut shoes. However, I did end up putting them back because they did have some staining or damage on them. So I didn't think I'd be able to sell them and make quite a profit on those. So I did end up putting those ones back on the shelf. I did decide to continue to keep looking at shoes. While I was looking at the shoes, I did find a nice pair of these anime shoes. I did find out after looking them up that the Harajuku Lovers was actually a Gwen Stefani brand, and they do have a pretty good sell-through rate. I'm glad that I did end up putting them in my cart. So I did continue to take a look around at the shoes. These Hush Puppies I did have a look at. I did look them up. However, Hush Puppies did not seem to have a very high sell-through rate. So I didn't grab those either. Let me know in the comments if this was something that you might have grabbed that I may have missed out on. I did continue to have another look around at what was left for the shoes. There really wasn't much to speak of. I did pick up a couple things, not very much really. I did come across these Timberland boots. They were a kid's size. I did originally pick them up because Timberlands do tend to sell. However, later on in the video, you will see that we did end up putting them back as they did not have a very high sell-through rate. So we did take a quick look at the bagged home goods. I didn't really have a deep dive into them as there wasn't really much that I wanted from that area. However, they have reduced the price on those as well. All the sporting goods is $5, so that's a really great deal if you need to pick your kids up some sporting goods. This isn't typically something that we grab as we do not have a market for it on our store. We have sold a few things in the past, but it really has to be worth it for us to pick it up. So I did decide to check out the rest of the store. This is the glass area. They have slightly reduced the prices on all of that. While I was checking that out, I did run into my husband who decided to pile some items in my cart that he found while he was checking out the store. Those you will be able to see on our thrift haul video, which is posted in the right hand corner of the screen. So go ahead and check out the items that he found as well as the items that I did grab here today. Next, we headed on over to the hat and belt section. I didn't take a look at any of the hats because my husband had already done that, but they have lowered the price on all of those to, I believe it is $2 a hat. We did take a look quickly at the belts, but as you can see, the way that they have them stacked in these bins is almost nearly impossible to even look at anything. If you can see anything in this mess that I might have missed, let me know and I can go back and see if it's still there. That would be great. But I didn't really see anything again because it was kind of hard to see due to the way that they pile them in. Next, I had a look at their backpack section again. Same thing, kind of hard to dig through because there's so many in the bin. So next we came to their purse section. I didn't do a deep dive into the purses. I did pick a few up and look at them. This one was super cute. However, it wasn't really worth anything, but I did like it myself. I didn't grab it though. So while I was looking, didn't really see much in the purses that I wanted to grab that day. But again, I do have some thrift haul videos from future ones at Talese that I will post up here in the right hand corner, where I was able to pick up some brand new purses that I am going to have listed on my store. Here you can see my husband checking out the cart, everything that I put in it. We do tend to double check everything before we head out of the store, just to make sure that we have done all of our proper research and things are going to sell. This is where you can see I no longer have those Timberland boots in my cart, as my husband did take them and go put them back when we realized that they weren't going to have a very high sell-through rate. So I did have a little look at the purses while he was putting those back. After that, we were on our way over to the checkout. At the checkout, I was very pleased with our total. Everything is really low cost. We had a really good haul. This haul, you will also find a short version of the video, which we will post again in the right hand corner. So go ahead and give that a check out. Don't forget to like, follow, and share for more content. Have a wonderful day.